Oh! There you guys.
Thanks for joining us on Final Drive TV. This is round 3 of the United States Touring Car Championship. My name is Becky Arsham. Joining me today is Ron Valtierra.
Hello, thank you for having me. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's going to be hot. Temperatures and passions and racing, everything's going to heat up this afternoon.
It's going to be incredible. Our drivers had a little bit of practice in qualifying yesterday. Of course, they're going to qualify again today. Combination of those two qualifying makes the grid.
It sets a starting grid. Well, speaking of which, I have to head up to the tower to go call the race.
Excellent. You go to the tower, I'll go to the paddock, and we'll talk to you later.
We'll see you then.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to another episode of Final Drive TV. We are here at Sonoma Raceway. I'm Rick Nannini with my co-host, Ron Valtierra. Ron, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hey, so Sonoma Raceway, one of our favorite racetracks. We have a lot of time out here, and this is always with the twisty and narrows, always provides a good place to race. On the South Stream starting grid, on pole position in the Super Touring class, we have George Kibilov in the Speed SF BMW M3. Next to him, Andre Artanto in the Prima Racing Honda S2000.
Along behind them is Michael Shawhan in the BTM Motorworks BMW 330i. And next to him is Patrick Chio in the Speed SF Racing Nissan 350. Rivalry between these two for sure, always exciting.
Another good run by Larry Banney puts him on road 3 in the GoGear.com BMW M3. Next to him, his teammate in the number 31 GoGear.com Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Gary, always fast at this track.
Pete Bovenberg is always exciting to watch in his MBO Motorsports Honda Civic. And next to him, we have rookie Cedric Walker in the Life Good Racing BMW M3.
Making his professional debut at this track. Next row, we have Ali Arsham in the GoGear.com Hyundai Genesis Coupe. This is the car that caught on fire at the last race last season. The team worked all off season and rebuilt the entire car from scratch. And hey, they made it out here, so great job by that team.
Next, we have Dave Bodden, who's your pole sitter in sportsman class, new to the series, debut race. Alongside is Thomas Petrie in the Petrie Racing Acura Integra. Tough competitors, going to be fun.
Yeah, Petrie has won 2 in a row, so we'll see how it goes. Victor Ing is the next sportsman competitor in the Red Star Racing Honda S2000. Michael McCulligan in the Mazda Trix Mazda RX-8. We saw him have a crash last race, and the team rebuilt the car. We're here back again.
Next up, we have Tom Milborn driving the mini deck motor Ford Mustang. And alongside is Mike Seacon in the Go-Go Gear BMW M3. Tough competitors, should be fun.
Yeah, Seacon did not qualify, which is why he's back there, so look for him to charge ahead. Daniel Ramsteff in the Red Star Racing BMW M3 is our GT class guy, and next to him is Carl Ridquist in the
next we have Sam Stoll in the Autobot and alongside is and these guys, it should be pretty exciting for them in the back.
Yeah, and last is the car that didn't qualify at all, Andy Chittum in the 91 BMW, which is the BTM BMW 330i. He's starting all the way in the back, so look for him to work his way through the field. Also, should be pretty fun to watch. So let's take a little break now, and we'll come back in a minute. Hi, I'm Ali with Go-Go Gear Racing, and we're here at Thunderhill Raceway Park for a race of the United States Touring Car Championship. You don't see this, outside's very hot, but I can tell you, you don't want to be out there. We're in here in total comfort in this fantastic Coachman El Monte RV. RVing is really popular in many fields. There's about 22 million Americans that will go RVing this year. 22 million! That's a lot of people. And 9.3 million Americans actually own their own motorhome. But hey, maybe you're not ready to buy your own motorhome yet. Maybe you just want to go racing a few times a year. Maybe you want to go camping a few times a year. So what do? Go to Monte RV, one of the biggest motorhome RV dealer out there, who will rent you, service you, and your motorhome of different sizes, everything from little tiny ones to huge ones. Check it out, El Monte RV. Check out their Facebook page. Check out their website, elmonterv.com. And if you have any questions, the fine folks over there will be help you out, get you one of these, just like that. Okay, we should be back for waiting for the green flag now.
And they are lined up, waiting for it to drop.
And here we go. Wow, look at that
standing start.
Beautiful jump.
Oh my gosh, and he's climbing through the
wow,
field.
Look at the horsepower of the GT car.
He is weaving weaving through that traffic.
Wow, that must be nice. But Kibulov up front in that SGK Home Solutions BMW M3, but in the middle, all the touring cars. Wow.
And everybody made it, and that's surprising, actually. It's
everybody
a really
gave each other
clean
room, which is the hallmark of this class. Everybody gives each other a little bit of room as Kromstev is working his way through the field. But
yeah,
wow.
He's going to have his hands full for
He is
another
going to
lap.
have sounds.
But, coming out, he's a really good driver, and he should be able to make this happen pretty cleanly.
Yeah, look at him. He's actually chasing the Ridquist pretty hard as they're working their way through the field. But we see the BTM car leading this.
Michael Shahan, he's really familiar with this track. He's always good here, always fast.
That car is unbeaten so far in the last couple of seasons at this track with him driving, and he's leading once again out here, chasing Kibulov in the Super Touring car. So to Super Touring, we have Kibulov in the 24 car. Next to him in the BTM 22 car is Shaw.
And you can't discount Andre Hartanto. He's definitely very fast everywhere he goes.
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna want to make the pass, but
he's gonna have to get it done.
But that car is really that S2000 is really good at this track too. So we'll see if he can make this work and to end the streak.
And what I'm talking about is a little bit of a rivalry. Already see it maybe be a really close fight.
Yeah, in the points, it's early in the season, but in the points championship, we see.
And you can
take it easy now. We see in the Shahan and Hartanto going at it.
Definitely.
Hartanto goes on the outside. Look at that beautiful move.
And the room, and Gary just took it away from Patrick.
Gary, so it's like that when Patrick are going at it. Yes, for sure. And then behind them, MBO, the MBO Civic going on the inside of Cedric looked like. Wow, there's battles galore all over this place.
I don't even know what's going on.
He can't even keep up. We need to watch a slow-mo to see what's going on out here.
Definitely. And as the GT cars make their way through the touring car leaders, you can definitely see the fight shaping up between Patrick and Gary.
Well, so far there's a fight up front between Andre and Shahan, so we know that. There's a fight between the two GT cars. There's a fight between Sheehan and Cho, and behind them we have Cedric and MBO, the Bovenberg. So other than that, things are nice and quiet.
So for now.
Actually, we haven't even covered Sportsman that had the big fight last race. We don't even know what's going on there because the cameras can't keep up with all the action.
Well, Carl's definitely looking pretty comfortable in the lead, and Daniel's got his hands full this time, trying to stay up and close that distance.
Yeah, Kibulov doing a great job leading the field so far, but I think it's going to be short-lived.
Absolutely.
As the GT cars are coming.
Coming through turn 10, it makes it look easy. That big power right out. And Daniel, always good under brakes. That car is just exciting to watch. The thing is so fast.
Yeah, well, so here we are, GT cars first and second. Super Touring is after that. And that Kibulov car, the SGK Home Solutions BMW M3, that gray BMW. But behind them is where all the action is in mid-pack.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back to see it.
Yeah.
But Carl looking really good coming over that corner, and Hartanto, Andre, is looking really comfortable up there.
Hartanto had built a nice 2-second gap, but now he's the battle is closed up a little bit between Shahan and him. And here's the two teammates, Benny and Sheehan, going at it.
And who's going to give room?
Yeah, Sheehan's probably going, let me by. I got somebody on my ass.
Let me go. And Larry not making it easy.
Come on, Larry, get out of the way.
Well, they are racing, so you just got to let the boys do what they got to do.
Yeah, I wonder if they're talking to each other or what. But the Jaguar, the beautiful blue Jaguar of Sam Stoll, is actually third place in GT car right now. That we saw a glimpse of that in the
background. Beautiful looking car.
These
and
guys.
Patrick is definitely closing it in, so maybe he can do something coming out of the carousel.
Yes.
But coming into turn 7, hard under brakes, big V8 pulling out a big lead over that little inline 6 coming out.
Yeah, that little inline 6 is no slouch either. That thing's is pretty darn quick. Patrick going on the inside of Sheehan. Is he gonna make it? Sheehan's going on the inside of Benny. Oh, it almost hit. Sheehan wants by.
He has to defend it because Patrick is looking for this bobble. He is looking for it. Close on the draft as they come down the as they come down the little snaking, winding.
Sheehan's probably thinking, "Come on, you're supposed to be helping me here. Get in the middle of us."
And you can see Shawhan is looking for a way. He's just looking for that opportunity.
Yeah. Now, one thing we didn't mention today that we should have mentioned earlier was the heat today. Today we've had a huge heat wave, and it's been unbearably hot. So one of the key things that we've got to look at in this race is if any of these cars are going to overheat, because it's about 110 degrees right now and it's extremely humid.
Well, and with the racing gear and the helmets and all the safety gear, it definitely gets hot inside the cockpit as well.
Yeah, and so you can start dehydrated, you can start getting woozy, who knows what's going to happen. And we haven't even started talking about the cars, but the cars are going to overheat too. The driver's going to overheat, the cars are going to overheat, tires are going to overheat, all that stuff.
Well, Andre is just pulling out a big lead, and Michael Shawhan is probably going to be happy just holding what he's got.
That's the biggest gap we've seen all race long with Hartanto, so not a bad job by Hartanto there in that S2000.
Well, Andre is always fast at Sonoma as well. I mean,
but don't discount Shawhan. That boy never gives up. So,
and Carl's definitely looking comfortable up there. He's looking for an opportunity to win this one. Hopefully he can hold it out, but Daniel is definitely not letting it go.
Yeah, interesting how in that corner Carl always goes wide and Daniel takes the tight line on the inside.
Well, I think the car is more nimble and probably much better on the brakes because of the weight.
I think maybe the V8 car, the Factory 5, wants to take a later apex and get a better exit and big horsepower out.
And
oh, look at Cedric in that 12 car.
Definitely.
That's he just made a pass on Arsham in that 33 Genesis Coupe.
And it's really nice to see that car back out.
Boy, they had so much problems, electrical issues, all kinds of things. Trying to get right before qualifying was like the last thing. They were having some kind of anti-lock brake light or something like that wasn't. Anti-lock brake light wasn't on, so the engine wouldn't go past 5,000 RPM, yeah, it's just crazy stuff. But car's out there.
Yeah, and he just wants to finish the race. And just like Shawhan wants to finish the race, but he probably wants to finish in first.
Wow, look at that. That gap is actually closed down between
Daniel
and Armstead. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of smoke out of the Factory 5. Was that just brake lock? Or was that engine smoke? Must have been
probably just a little bit of brake lock. But Daniel's definitely filling the mirrors. He's making him known. He is definitely making his presence known. Again, here's that weird line coming out, really wide on this one. And again,
yeah, we see that difference in lines coming out, but sideways there.
It's exciting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now here the BTM, the 22 BTM. That's Shawhan. Still same gap, and we see right behind them. We see the battle between that's the 12 car again. That's the Life's Good Racing BMW of Cedric Walker.
And Ali Arsham closing it in, and again, I think he's probably comfortable just holding what he's got right here and just make it through the race.
Oh, now finally we get to the battle between the sportsmen here, as that's 56. That's the Acura Integra of Petrie, as looks like he's leading the race in sportsmen. But it looks like there's some exciting action
and
going on.
There's Andre coming through, and again, you can definitely see how he's holding and working his way. He's fighting very hard.
Okay, looks like Banny has built up a little bit of gap over Sheehan.
Just definitely trying to get up there. That car is just, they've done a lot of work on that car. Engineering in that car is superb, and hopefully he can use some of that to get around Gary.
With this heat and everything, it's really a big battle between the car setup, because if you make one little mistake,
greasy tires, greasy drivers, greasy cars, and definitely Patrick. He just made that pass on the outside.
Wow, look at
coming over the top.
Oh, something's wrong with Banny's car. Look at that. Oh,
I was just wondering how he got around him so fast.
Yeah, he looks like he's just like shut off. No, Banny was doing so well.
He stopped. Larry, get offline.
There goes second place. He just got passed by Seacon for second place.
Well, he's inside of a corner worker, so definitely going to bring out a flag here if he can't get that car started. And look at the gap. Daniel is definitely closing it up.
Yes, he is. He's catching up pretty close. But is he going to
definitely
make the pass
cupping it.
because
No,
like,
he's...
the gap is it's very consistent. These guys are turning identical lap times.
Oh, Larry
Benny
got it started. What happened?
Some kind of electrical gremlin, probably. They just
Shut it off, restart.
Shut it off, restart, refire, reboot. That's probably a computer issue. Reboot.
Yeah.
Everything is fine, back to normal.
And speaking of normal, it looks like Carl is doing his normal thing as it comes to turn 8.
The gap's widening a little bit between front stuff now.
It looks like their cars are pretty evenly matched here. You got V8 power, you got that BMW power. I think the cars are pretty well balanced.
Yeah, but that's the biggest gap we've seen so far this race between the two of them, I think. No, well, it's really well, no, maybe not.
Yeah, well, definitely. Your perspective's off.
Yeah, exactly.
There's Michael. He's coming up to turn 7, and hopefully he can touch a little bit of Andre's bumper. Not figuratively.
Yeah, just...
or not literally.
Yeah, the two of them are coming
out
pretty
of the
close.
carousel.
It's a really close fight. And here's again another fight right between the Cedric car and this BMW and the Hyundai, the second Hyundai in the race.
And, for his rookie debut, I mean, he really is holding it out
Beautiful
there.
job.
Yeah, clean race, and this is exactly what he wants to do for this race.
Exactly, yeah. That's not a bad job to in your rookie race. I remember my rookie race, and I was a lot more back than that. I was not even in the field of vision.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. With me and my rookie year, it's just not.
Oh no! Look at that! Look at that!
Oh, my gosh.
No, that's Daniel.
What did he
Way
do? I
too
think he
wide.
left a piece of his
Left
car.
a bunch of parts in there in turn 4.
Daniel
Boy.
very rarely makes mistakes. I wonder
Yeah.
what happened. He must have had some sort of a
Yeah,
problem
let's
with the
look
car
at the
coming
instant
into
replay
that.
there because he just went off the track. Looked like
And his car is hurt. Oh,
Yeah.
what a fight. He was definitely fighting
when this instant replay.
from the in car.
He's going through turn 4. No problems there.
Something
oh,
broke.
Oh, right
Definitely
there.
something
right
broke.
there. That's what happened.
Suspension component.
Now oil's leaking and you're just slipping your oil or
That's tough race. And what a good race. And, this is probably what Carl was praying for. He needs is just looking for this win.
Yeah, for sure. There's Seacon now in second place in Super Touring, so he's doing well.
And Cedric pulling out ahead
Cedric
of,
doing really well.
pulling the gap there.
The other guy we haven't talked about in that 91 car behind that yellow car was that's Andy Chittum in the BMW. He's done well after starting dead last. He's worked his way up. So not a bad job by that BTM guy. So,
And the yellow flag out.
yeah, this
And
is
there it is.
another battle. It's the same battle we've been watching all race
And, these
long.
guys have been, this is the closest they've been to each other this whole
Yeah.
race.
Wow.
We gotta get the
Come
guy.
on, what happened there? Let us know. But here's Seacon in the 76 BMW that's in second place right now in the Super Touring class. But what we want to know is what's happening
With the Touring.
between the Touring, between Nissan and the Hyundai.
Definitely.
Yeah, David Vaughton locking his brakes up in the sportsman class, leading sportsman in that GoGear.com BMW M3, as we see Petrie in that Acura Integra chasing this thing.
Well, Dave Wadden is an experienced racer. He knows what he's doing. He's calm. He's not his first rodeo.
Yeah, for sure, he knows what he's doing. But again, he's that gap is getting closer, so we'll see how it goes.
And Carl can breathe easy. He
Yeah,
just
so
now has to just finish the race.
Yes, so with the competition out, so now he has to worry about that Jaguar, who's way back. So as long as he brings it home in one piece, he should be able to take this victory home.
And there is another fight.
That's what we were talking.
Oh my gosh.
3 cars and sportsmen, back at it. We have Vaughn, Petrie, and Victor Ming in that S2000. 3 of them.
Sportsman definitely looks like the place to be right now.
If you want
because
tight
it is-
racing, Sportsman's the place to be. The cheapest, tightest competition, and the guys are all buddies with each other, and they all have a great time. Except when the green flag drops, then they become arch enemies, and afterwards they blow each other again.
And not much of a peep. You definitely see his car moving. It's nice to see him out on track.
Yeah, I have a report from Pete's crew that he's having oil temperature issues. So, like we were talking about the heat of this race, and looks like it is affecting some of these guys with the heat. So.
Ducting is always important. Yeah, sometimes you just can't do anything about that.
Well, one thing about the Honda is that it's a really high revving motor, so maybe I don't know. Not all of them are. The S2000 also, but maybe that 8,000 RPM redline on the Honda is not liking this high temps. But yeah, that's so far he's going, but he's definitely down on power. It looks like.
And there it is, Sportsman. They look very evenly spaced out. Very.
Oh, look at that, Petrie getting close to Vodden. Oh, Vodden. Why is he left foot braking there a little bit? Looks like, wow. Oh, he looks
They all three came out of that corner. Oh, the exit.
Oh boy, the S2000 getting the run. The S2000, beautiful.
Did Petrie just give him a point by? He's got his hands out. Is that his blinker signal? I don't know what's going on.
I think Petrie was saying, I don't think so, dude. Try again. Wow.
This is great.
That was beautiful, but that allowed Vodden to get away with a little bit. The battle between Petrie and Ing allowed Vodden to get away. Although, look at this. In this high-speed section, Petrie's catching up to Vodden.
Definitely closing it
yeah,
up.
definitely closing up
maybe
here.
Something's going on with the brakes or the tires, but that car definitely looks to be slowing up.
I think
he is closing up.
Vodden, something must be wrong.
There is.
Yeah, going in the outside 11 now.
He definitely made that look easy.
Yeah.
See that rear tire lift?
Oh, boy, now the S2000's going under. The S2000's going to be able to get him.
This is just close racing. This is what makes Sportsman so much fun to watch.
If he can hold it, he'll be on the inside for turn 2.
And he's definitely not giving it up.
Turn 2.
Well, he's outside now, but he will be inside
if he can just hold this corner. He's going to be in the inside. He's going to be able to make the pass.
No, he closed the door.
Petrie grabs it. Nice job by Petrie. The youngest driver in the field, and
the most experienced
versus the most experienced drivers, right?
Definitely, and you can see the respect and the camaraderie between the three. Just plenty of room, clean racing. This is what it's about.
They're still side by side, going side by side through turn 2, turn 1, turn 4. Well, never giving up.
Dave Vodden definitely wants a win on this one. It's his debut in the series. He definitely is looking to make a stamp.
Well, Petrie has won. This is 2 in a row. Yeah, this is so this could be his 3 in a row. Next 3 in a row if he can make this work. But it's got a ways to go. And Victor Ing looks really strong right now. So we'll see what he does.
He's definitely filling the mirrors. You can definitely see it there.
Yeah,
he's making his presence known. He is drag racing, and he's going to outbrake.
But it's on the wrong side.
He's on the wrong line.
He's on the wrong side. But here we go. Here we have Ridquist coming in to pass these guys. Is he going to play a part in this? He's probably thinking, okay, I'm just going to wait till pass him on the straightaway.
And that's a smart thing to do. Let them have their fight. Yeah. Stay out of their way. He's got the power to get around them, and he can pick and choose when he wants to do it.
Yeah.
He'll probably wait for that small straight coming at the
he's
exit
definitely
of 10.
holding up. Yeah, great job by Ridquist here, and not messing up the battle between these two guys, because these guys are not going to make up. Good job.
Yeah, maybe this might give Dave Vodden a chance to get back in there and get into the fight.
Yeah, well,
it's really pretty interesting to see the Acura lightweight cars, both Hondas.
Well, we have a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder, rear drive 4-cylinder, and a rear drive 6-cylinder, all fighting with each other. So that's really interesting battle.
They're really well matched cars.
Yeah, it's the Acura seems to have a problem at the standing starts with the front-wheel drive. The BMW seems to launch harder in standing starts, but at the tighter corners, the Acura seems to do much better. So.
Yeah,
it just depends on the day on the driver.
And you can see the S2000 not giving it up. He's going to try an inside, and let's see if he can hold that line to make it on the inside of the carousel, which is what he's going to try to do. But Thomas, it looks like he covered the inside. So
Petrie driving really well, making sure that he positions his car perfectly so as to just as I say this, he gets a run. But again, he's on the wrong side again.
Right?
He just needs to be, and the Acura has great brakes, so. He just the Honda. Oh,
how did he do that?
How did he do that?
Where did he come from?
Oh, wow! Beautiful move by Victor, trying to go and do the crisscross move. That was fantastic.
I gotta get back in this. I gotta get back in.
Check it out. Wow.
Let's see
Beautiful
who
move.
can.
Now still,
Can
these
Victor
guys
hold it?
still
Can he
are-
hold it?
Oh, Victor, come on, hold it out. You got only 2 more corners to go, or maybe 3 more corners.
Well, Thomas definitely wants to hold this. He
This
wants
is it. Coming into turn 11, is he going to be able to make the move over here? He's
protect
blocking
your
the
inside.
inside.
Protect
Yes.
your inside.
Goes
oh,
deep.
deep.
Goes
and
deep. Is he going to be
no,
able to turn in?
front
No,
wheel washed
a little
out.
too wide. Oh no. Well, it was worth a try.
And
I
is
guess,
Dave
right?
Lawton anywhere behind him?
Dave
Because
Lawton-
maybe he could have kept up.
No, Dave Lawton was a little further back, but Victor with the move, with the move of the race.
It had to be the
Beautiful
move of the race. That definitely had to make it happen, and he made it happen.
Yes, awesome job. As we have, we have Ritquist win the GT class in that Factory 5.
And Kibilov held it out in Super Touring.
And Michael Shahan in touring car managed to win because we didn't get a footage of it, but on the last lap, on the last corner, Hartanto got a flat tire.
Tough break.
Tough
oh my
break for
goodness!
Hartanto.
On the last lap.
On the last lap, so that was a tough break, and that allows Shahan to keep his streak. Boy,
And Victor holding out and pulling it out at the last lap. Exciting and
great job. So if you want more, always follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and of course watch our website. Thank you again, and hope to see you again in the next race.